Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston from Our Blooming Catholic Life. I'm back in the cabin and here to show you some more of the gear that we're using. Now when I say we're going on day hikes, we're probably only going on hikes a couple of miles, like a 2-hour duration. So they're not the biggest hikes. If you look at them in the back of the books, they're the ones that say they're family friendly if you have small children at all. But we're really enjoying ourselves. We're having a great time here. And so I wanted to show you some of the things that we did to get ready. Now, one of them was this little pack. Most of my backpacks are really big and technical and they're heavy. Let's be honest, tons of padding back here on the back, padding on the straps, that all adds up. Ugh. Okay. And I can't carry them for that long. I know it. I've had kids. I can't carry them that long, right? So the first, well, not the first thing, but something I ended up with, I want to address this right away because you can see it, and it's this crazy little foam seat. And it's just this. It's just this little bit of foam. This weighs almost nothing, friends, almost nothing. But you could quickly pop it out and not have to sit on that cold, hard rock on the trail for a second. You could just give yourself a little break. It has this built-in strap. It was on sale. Again, almost everything on here was on sale. But you see, when you wrap it up with the strap, you can do it through one of the many thousands of loops on the backpack. Oops. Can you see that? So there's, at the bottom of the backpack, are loops right here. There's loops underneath those loops. Along the sides, there's, oh my goodness, you can't see it. They're calling them daisy chains. There's this, like, yellow ribbon. And there's like 3 access points down here on the side where you could tie things on there. I've tied this on to a side strap. Safety whistle, very important. There's loops here. There's this, one of these backpack ones, I think it's this one, has in the strap, there's a way to hook a tube if you're one of those people who likes a hydration pack. This pack, besides having these thin little straps here, has a little belt that comes across. Let's see if I'll find it. This little belt comes across your chest, and I don't always use it. It's just a little belt. Oh my goodness, you can't see it. There it is. Just a little belt. It snaps in, but as a part of the snap is a built-in whistle. And when I'm hiking, this is actually like right here on me, so I could just bend down, blow the whistle if I needed it. I do have my big orange one for emergencies, but this is a nice little cheap one on there, and it's a simple little snap buckle. Easy to undo. There's also one for around the waist. Let's see here. Goes around my waist, really nice. That's very similar. A lot of hikers don't like this and take this one off, and it's possible to undo this one and take it off. But for me, it really adds stability to my core, and I really enjoy it. And that's quick and easy to take off. It's just this little buckle down here that you take off on either side. You can take them off. Like again, there's loops everywhere. You could actually hook your hiking poles through this top loop and then this big bottom loop I showed you. Wait, they go through this loop here. It's on the front. And then there are those big crazy loops down here. You actually put your hiking poles through so they can go out like that. Some people fold up their hiking poles and some people leave them out. What else is on here? There's not a lot of little pockets. A lot of people seem to like external pockets. This doesn't have a lot of external pockets. Oh, it does have 2. They're a little hard to see right this second. This one's a zipper one. See, it comes fully zippered. What do I have in here? I literally have gumballs in here. But it's an organizer where you could put pens. So it's an elastic strap that's an organizer as well as a pocket. Oh, I have a bunch of screw type carbiners in here. I use those to hook things on. And you could also put a water bottle, a regular size cheapy water bottle. Does fit in here nicely. I actually had some good ones that I did find. My old clean dry bottles did fit in there. And this is an actual dedicated water pocket. And it has mesh here on the side to help it stay dry. And so you could put one on either one. Now, and I just stuck my hand in there. It was a little damp in there, which is really funny because we went walking for a couple hours and this should have been soaked. It was not, but I could see it shedding water, but I've been told not to count on it being waterproof. It's water repellent. So I'm excited to see if anything is wet inside it. See, we've come to here. Here is a clip to put your car keys or your house key, and then a little mesh zipper pocket here. What do I have in here? Here, I'm actually gonna set it down for you. I have refound these. I thought these were really clever. Instead of just the space blankets, they're like the space blankets with the Mylar, but it's a poncho. The difference is you could flick this over your backpack or anything you were carrying as well, and it would leave your hands free, and you could still use it as a blanket if you had to sit, but it has a hood and your hands free. I thought that was genius. They come in a variety of colors. So I had one for myself and one for my husband. Oh, yeah, we also got, the paracord survival bracelets. It has flint and steel on it for starting a fire, the paracord itself, a whistle built into the side, as well as a compass. So, and they're adjustable. They come in a variety of colors as well. Let's see, that's it for that. The whistles can be really helpful because whistling can carry for many more miles than a voice ever could. It's definitely something that's great to have. What else is in here? My EpiPen pack is in here. How's that holding up? This was a practical medic pack. It's not holding up at all, but it's completely frayed. This whole front section is coming off, but my EpiPens were with me. I've heard that it's really important. A lot of the brochures for the Smoky Mountains include that a lot of the ground nesting yellow jackets have invaded the park, and so you have to be aware and ready for them. Next in the pack is this big back pocket that if I was a commuter, I could put a small laptop in there, but no, I have not. But there is a Velcro loop. You see that bright blue? That's a Velcro loop. This is where I have my basic first aid kit. I bought it as a day hike kit. So it's got butterfly closures, a number of strips, fingertip, knuckles, gauze pads, as well as a small gauze roll, an antacid, aspirin, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, allergy relief tablet. It has some antiseptic towelette, ointment, a sting relief wipe, moleskin, tape, scissors, a splinter remove, says splinter out, and a quick first aid guide. It's like a tiny little backpack, and it's in here, and it feels pretty dry to me, so this was safe. I like having it on this so that it's quick and easy to grab. Same as if I wanted to put my car keys in that inside pocket in this other mesh pocket, just so you can grab them. You don't want to be in a hurry and trying to get in the bottom of your pack. What else do I have in that big laptop pack? In the back, I have I don't think it's a waterproof map, but it does say waterproof and tear resistant map. And yes, I've unfolded this and refolded it different ways multiple times. It goes back, shows elevations. It's a great Smoky Mountains map. A little TP kit in case it's needed. It's seen better days, local birds chart, and it's of the Chesapeake, but I brought it anyway. My son, this is so funny. My son's old webbed belt, you can use it to tie anything on, and it weighs almost nothing. So I brought this for the odd thing that we may have to put on. If I'm trying to get weight down, stuff like this can go, but I just thought that would be helpful. What else is in that big pocket? This is kind of a fun one. It's a different bandana. So usually if I'm hiking, I'll have a bandana just rolled up, folded on my arm. So this is just, see how I tuck it under? Both ends are tucked under, so it's just done this way. Which, if you're not a girl and didn't grow up doing these, it's just a corner to corner bandana. And then I'm going to fold it down like that. And then I tend to fold it in thirds to get the small ends in first. And then I wrap it around my wrist. Why am I wrapping it around my wrist? It can be a great thing to have on the trail. One, I have weak wrists, so it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of something extra there. But on the other hand, also, should I have a little sniffle on the trail or need to wipe my hands off, it's right here. I don't have to go looking for it. Another option is one I've had for years. These come in a variety of different ways that they're field guides. This one is mammal tracks of North America, and they're done to scale, so it's really nice. I love having this one. I have one that's scat as well, and this year I found this one, which also brought back childhood memories for me. This is another map of the Smokies. So let me get the whole thing out here. You can get them for a number of the national parks. I'll try and put all these in links below, but you can fold it up and just use it as a bandana. If you're hiking in the summer, cover the back of your neck. You can use it to cover your hair, whatever you need, but you saw it's really large size. If you grew up taking all those first aid classes in the 70s and 80s, you know, they always had that big piece, triangle piece of muslin cloth that could be used as a tourniquet. You could use it as a bandage. You could use it as a sling for your arm, right? It could be used so many ways. Let's see if I can do the sling still, right? And you would just sort of, maybe I have that backwards. Try it this way, the corner this way. That's probably it. Tie it around that way. Yep, that's it. I could have a little sling. You can do almost anything with these. And so I was so excited when they had it as a map. Anytime I can get a real waterproof map, and it's usually in a bandana form, these are great. The other ones are great, but when you're lost, folding and unfolding can be a bit much. And these bandana ones work fabulous. Let's see, what else is in here? These are the tights. When I was talking about my skirt, that's really just a quick dry skirt. Sometimes I may need another layer. We got these at Eddie Bauer. And they do have a nice little zipper pocket on the side. Very nice. Just a little warm pair of leggings. They are winter leggings. What else is in here? Now we have a number of headlamps in my family. Everybody has one. But this one is by far the smallest and lightest. It's amazing how light it is. I'll try and flash it off to the side. It's great for on trail. It's got a variety of things. You can have, watch, I'm not going to get it to go to all the different features now. Woo! But there's red lights. There's all kinds of things. Why a red light? Animals don't see red light at night. So if you're trying to see at night and don't want them to see you, you can use this red light. I like using that to sneak up on my animals, like the hermit crabs or the rabbits. I can sneak up on them. But again, this one is by far the lightest. This is a black diamond. You can see there's a bunch of modes that I really haven't learned yet. I also sometimes I use the cheapy ones at night to read in bed. Why? Because it's a directed light. I can move it around. I know, I'm super geeky. I love this thing though. And if you're ever lost in the woods, this is the way to go. This one also, it takes battery powered, but it also works on rechargeable battery. Just a second, friends. Such a professional thing. So it's 3 o'clock when I'm filming. You know what that means. 3 o'clock Divine Mercy Hour. I always stop and think of Jesus for just a second there, friends. What else is in here? Oh, this was a fun purchase. We had some really old binoculars. They were my dad's from when he worked at Kmart, from when my parents first got married. And yeah, they definitely show their age, but they still work. I don't know how great they are for outside. I just don't know. And so we got this cool little pair of Knox. It comes in a cute little bag. It has a cloth in it. It's got this great strap. And this is a special edition with the strap and the colors and all. Some of the great features are that these cups twist up for people without glasses and down for people with glasses. I really learned some new tricks on using binoculars by talking to the people in the REI store. So this, you focus on something far away, you do your left eye. So you close your right eye, just get your left eye out, look through there, and you want to use the big focus knob in the middle. And if that's good, then you close your left eye and do the fine tuning over here with the right hand on the right one until you can see. And practice in your house first, looking at things that are further away and picking out details. It can be a fun game with kids to try and pick out the details. And then there's actually a camera rig that I just haven't quite gotten the hang of yet. Again, don't wait until you use this stuff until you're out in the field trying to learn it in an emergency situation. That's just silly. Even though you're probably not using the camera in an emergency, but maybe you are. Don't wait. Don't wait until it's an emergency situation. Let's see what else is in here. Aha. I have inside one of my stasher bags some non-refrigerated needed meat stick and cheese. Whether you want to carry this in a pack or not is up to you. You may want to double put it in 2 sealed bags. That could be a good choice too, but a little bit of a snack there for us. Oh, REI shell mittens to be worn over gloves. My husband and I each have a liner pair of gloves in our regular pocket, but if it's raining really hard, these go on over top. You can hear the crinkly. These are waterproof. Awesome to have, and they weigh nothing. So why not have them in your pack for a winter hike? This was something new we tried this year because we're always going to have water on us. So we packed some already still sealed sample packets of protein powders and then put them in another sealed bag. We thought that would be a really great idea if we needed some nutrition on the trail. This is the camera rig. I keep working on that. A nice little buff. I can use as a gaiter over my neck, whatever I need. There's actually 2 of those in here. Interesting. Life straw, we did get these. These are supposed to be filters that if you have to drink nasty water near you, you can do it. 1 for each person. The directions are on the package, but they're on the tube itself, so you can't forget. And it's basically if they stop working, you know they stopped working. If you can't draw water through it, it's probably not working anymore. The filter's all gunked up. Okay, friends, and that's it, except for, the nice whistle I tied on my pack. Anybody can use this, not just me. It's just on there. You can just grab it and go. So that's what we've had in the pack. I've thrown other things in off and on, like a baseball cap or whatever. My raincoat that I'm using, it's like a hiking raincoat, water repellent, blah, blah, blah. But when I pull the hood, I can't see out of it anymore. So a baseball cap gives me that brim and it makes the hood stop there. And so I can still see, which is pretty important. The other thing I take always is, I take either my trekking poles or my Nordic walking poles. The trekking poles are a little different. They have pointier ends and just the hand loop for your putting in. And you're really not pulling yourself along. It's more for stability, as well as these ones have little shock absorbers in them. Now the Nordic walking poles have a rubberized foot on the bottom for paved trails. They both have a rubberized foot for paved trails. But the Nordic walking ones, they actually look like a little shoe. I don't know how else to describe it. And the Nordic walking poles have little gloves on them. And so you're actually flinging them. They're like cross-country skis. And I'm actually pushing off. Instead of using them for stability, I'm actually using them for speed and to get a full cardio workout. In fact, my Fitbit is always thinking I'm doing an elliptical workout when I'm doing Nordic walking. So that's kind of fun. So it tells you what a great workout I'm getting. So that was probably a lot of information for you. I'm going to try and link any links I have for this gear for you in the comments below. And I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. Or if you're a more experienced hiker, if you have any input, please give it to us. God bless you, friends. May God bless you and keep you. May He make His face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may the good Lord bless you. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.